If you are clinically depressed and struggle with anxiety issues, then this video is not for you. This video is triggering and is full of tough love stuff. So if you know yourself well enough to realize this isn't for you, then click away right now. Hi everyone, welcome to The Higher Life Vibes. Okay, so the news is that you hate yourself. We all have issues. Bad parenting, societal pressures, school, job. If you are watching this video, you have access to the internet. You have access to the entire world. Yet you are choosing to engage in I hate myself. Haha, I want to kill myself. Joke, joke. OMG, my mental health is in the drains. LOL. You see how this is on you? Instead of exposing yourself to the lives, habits, and hobbies of people you probably never be able to cross paths with, who are cool as f*** in real life, you are choosing to engage in these silly memes, talking to your internet BFF who has just the same issues as you, who is also hating on herself and somehow is making it very normal because that internet BFF or that friend that you are interacting with like this is also in your world. You are exposing yourself to these people who are facing same issues as you and who have no solution to that problem. You see how this is on you. And that is the reality check I want you to imprint on your brain. But I'm not just here to put on all these acquisitions and not give you any solution. I am here to tell you that what you are doing is something that you have control of. And yet you are choosing to not control it. You are choosing for this thing to define you. I need you to see that aspect of this. So before diving into the actionable steps for change, it's crucial that you recognize that if this self-hate is overwhelming or is more deeply rooted, that seeking professional help is the best course of action. This video and these steps are just meant for people who are ready to take control of their lives and not a substitute for therapy or a medical treatment. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Identify where this self-hatred is coming from. Most of the time it stems from the if-then notion. If I do this, only then I deserve this. If I am doing this, then only then I will not hate myself. And why is this so conditional? And if it is, why aren't you doing anything about it? I'm not here to tell you to love yourself no matter what. Because honestly, you probably won't be able to do that at this stage. Especially when you are hating on yourself. In your mind, you don't have that trust or that confidence within yourself to even fathom to love yourself. Because if you hate yourself so passionately, then I'm pretty sure you have your reasons of why. Why aren't you showing up for yourself? How do you expect the whole world to show up and love you when you are not able to do it to yourself? What I need you to do is identify that source of your self-hatred. Killing this if-then notion and actually start. Because believe me, the whole world is out there to break you, but only you are there to bend yourself up. Why the world is out there to break you is because it benefits them. It's as simple as that. Anyone who is not confident, who is hating on themselves, is letting people walk all over them. Start with the core reasons of why and where this self-hatred is coming from. Make a list and just on one side, put everything like, okay, what are one things I hate about myself? Why is it that I'm hating on myself? And on the other side, just see all these points you can change. I'm pretty sure 99% of those points are something that is in your control and you can change. You reap what you sow. It's a law of the universe. Take this control in your own hands. If you think that all these things that you hate about yourself will magically change by continuing to hate, guess what? They won't. Life is not a car to be run on autopilot. It's a fucking manual drive where you need to shift gears when you want a different result. Start actively making that decision that aligns with what you want to become. If you are showing up as just the person you are right now, you will get just the same result. You will continue hating on yourself, you will not trust yourself, you will have no confidence in yourself. But if you make that decision to shift that gear in the direction you want, little by little, your path will change and you will see different results. Now, you hate yourself because you don't trust yourself. And I need you to start building that trust with yourself. If you say you are going to start something, then do it. I'm starting this YouTube channel. I'm telling it to the world. I'm actually doing it. And with each video, my trust in myself is building up. If you say you are going to sleep early, then do it. It can be as small as brushing your teeth every day or taking a bath every day. What life point you are at, what struggles you are at, I can understand like how difficult even these small things can be. I need you to start building this trust from these smaller things. No matter how hard it is unconditional. You are saying that to yourself, then you have to do it. That's how you build trust with yourself. When you see these small little successes in your eyes, you see like, okay, you have potential, you can change, you are in control. And that's how you build trust and confidence with yourself, by showing up consistently in small daily action. In the reality check, I told you that you have internet. Like, that was just one of the things that I wanted you to realize, that, okay, you have things, your basic needs are being met. You are blessed. It's time you recognize that and start appreciating it. And I'm not asking you to compare it to someone. Every point when the gratitude is mentioned, it's in comparison ki, okay, no one in the world has these many things that you do. I don't want you to compare. It's not your business to be comparing. I just want you to recognize where you are blessed. I want you to feel thankful for everything you have today. Because then you are actually looking at all the things that you have today that you can work with, that you can build upon. I want you to be present. Where your attention goes, your life will follow. If you are nitpicking on everything that you lack, oh my god, I don't have this, oh my god, my parents suck, oh my god, I don't have any friends, anything, you are just going to find more things that you lack. And that will just train your brain to stay in this lack mentality. But if you are actively grateful for what you have, you will get more of that. I can sense that you will be saying like, okay, I have all these things and yet I'm not doing anything, is why I hate myself. Then my friend, it's time you stop thinking and it's time you start acting. If you hate that you have all these things and yet you aren't doing anything, change that and start doing. Action is always greater than thoughts. What you think is just a prerequisite. It's just going to be a tool to put you in that action. It's time you stop thinking and staying stagnant in that thinking zone and start acting on things. Beyonce has created an alter ego. She has a name for her alter ego. She calls her Sasha Fierce, I think. Sasha Fierce, yes. It is as a way to embody the bold and fearless side of herself that she presents on stage. That alter ego helped her separate her personal life from her professional life. Similarly, Marilyn Monroe, oh my god, she's an icon and everyone knows. She has created an alter ego. What we today know Marilyn Monroe as is her alter ego. Marilyn Monroe is known to be such confident and glamorous and sensual woman. However, in real life, she is very plain girl. She is just Norma Jean, that was her name. But when the cameras were rolling, she stepped in the role of Marilyn Monroe. In fact, there was this incident where this one of the fans got the opportunity to be with Marilyn Monroe for the day, and she was not dressed up in anything. She was just plain, no makeup on, and she was just walking on the street along with this fan. And she asked the fan, like, do you want to meet her? Marilyn Monroe actually referred to this alter ego as her, and the second person that she steps into. And she did. She stepped into Marilyn Monroe, and suddenly everyone was giving her attention, like everyone was watching, the car was stopping, people were eyeing, okay, who's this girl? In fact, understand that she had nothing changed about her appearance. Though appearance does play a role, but here, this aura, this confidence, this way you carry yourself is so much bigger than what you are dressed up as. These alter egos serve as a tool that can be used to channel strengths and overcome insecurities. This is a very good tool that you can use to elevate your life. If you hate yourself so much, try to step outside and show up as a person who doesn't hate herself or himself or themselves, and be that person, act as that person, think like what that person might think in certain situations. This alter ego is your higher self. It's your higher self who doesn't have time and energy to engage in self-hatred. It's the person who understands where they are. It's because they are a person of substance. They are not just here because of luck. They have worked hard. They have what it takes. And they are getting there by putting in the work. You creating this alter ego and showing up as this person is you putting in the work. It's you training your brain to think like a certain human being that you are not yet, but you are stepping into. This is a very good tool, and if you find it so difficult and so not possible to do nothing but hate on yourself, then it's time you create an alter ego and show up as your alter ego. Nobody needs to know. It's just something that you are using as a tool to train your brain. Don't surround yourself with just anyone. Qualify people into your circle. Nobody needs to know your business unless you qualify them to know your business. And by no means it means that only successful people or those with money can come into your circle. No. It's people who have that growth mindset, who are actively learning about regulating their emotions and who aren't projecting any insecurities. These are the people who, when they say that you are trying to do something, when you're trying to make a change, they are inspired or they are just unbothered if not inspired. But they are definitely not projecting or shading on that. They are not actively trying to pull you down, especially if they feel that your light is too bright for them. And yes, initially this might isolate you, but you need to take that hit, become someone, and then have the proactive nature to reach out to the right people. They will step in because these people who you are trying to curate around you are not going to be your friends especially when you are hating on yourself, because they don't want that energy around them. They are not even engaging in these self-hatred or in this self-pity and doubts that are detrimental to them. They are the ones who are engaging in active discussions about evolving themselves, about growing, about regulating. If they have any insecurities, they recognize it and they start working on it. They are very much action-oriented. They are not in this thinking and self-doubt oriented. They are very much outward in nature like that. And understand that these people, it's not like they lack any depth. Because when you are so used to overthinking, people who don't overthink, you might see them as someone who doesn't have that much depth of personality. It's not that. It's just that you are overthinking. Everyone is thinking. Whenever anyone is doing actively something, it's because they have thought about it before. They're damn right thinking. They are not overthinking or overanalyzing shit. They are taking things at face value. They are seeing what's in their control and they are taking the action. Surround yourself with these right people. And if there are people around you who are just pulling you down, who laugh at you for talking about the self-help things, it's time you start cutting them off. Have your cutoff game strong. Exclusivity is just that. If you are open to everyone, you're warm with everyone, you're saying hi to everyone, a friend to everyone is a friend to none. And people recognize that. Curate and qualify people around you. It's foolish to expect something to happen to you when you're especially not doing anything about it. when you are constantly being busy and hating on yourself, you are expecting success immediately if you're just starting out. If you're seeing someone do amazingly well, and if you're seeing someone become this overnight sensation, it's because they have earned it. Smart people know that. People who actually touch that success, they know that they didn't just get all of this overnight. They did the work, and they are finally gaining this recognition that they so well deserve. You're not even able to overcome this hate for yourself and get into that action mode to actually make a change of these things. And you're expecting to get that success. And you will say, okay, no, Sanjana, I'm not expecting any of that to happen to me. Okay, then why are you comparing yourself to them? Why are you looking at these toppers? Say if you're in school and you are looking at these toppers and thinking, oh my god, this person always get top grades and I'm always failing. Why are you comparing them? Especially you are not doing anything. No, Sanjana, I always do. I'm always studying. Well, where are the results? Huh? It's probably you have not invested your time in the methods of your study. There are things, hidden things in your actions that can be improvised on, and you're not looking at that. You are busy hating on yourself. Oh my god, I always fail. I'm always average, but this person is always a topper. That's just one example, and this is just a very school-like example. If you step into the real adult world, you will be seeing people who are your age being married and having kids while you are still not figured out on what to do in life. But hey, they are at a very different path. It's time you embrace the journey you are on. And your destination is not going to be the destination of the person who is your friend or who is around you or who you are seeing on the internet. Your destination is very unique to you. And okay, even if someone got successful from everything, it's just due that they have not put in the work. You know what's going to happen to them? They will not be able to sustain that success. It's time you realize that don't take your day 10's efforts with someone's day 100's result. And please, this manifestation and affirming and I am nice, I am healthy, I am lucky shit is not going to work unless you put in the action into it. If you are watching these videos of 90 seconds, people talking about how they manifested everything and they got from nothing to everything by telling themselves that I am the best, then okay, you are missing the point here. The whole purpose of this manifestation and affirmation is just a tool to train your brain. And you are not going to train your brain by not acting on things. All these steps that I mentioned is going to work for you by training your brain that, okay, I am doing this, I'm building this trust in myself, I'm actually creating and showing up as a person, surrounding myself with the right people. It's a tool. Manifestation and affirmations are a tool to train your brain. Today, I don't need people telling me, okay, go on, you should do it, you can do it, and things like that when it comes to, say, my YouTube channel. I am freelancing my whole week, and on my weekends, I am dedicating time to all this YouTube stuff, and I'm balancing out these things. Now, I don't need that validation from people to tell me you can do it, because I know, because I am doing it. And what is this sentence? I know I am doing it, I am lucky, I can do it. These are affirmations people are telling you to tell yourself. But the process behind it is actually getting into that action mode. I hope this video gets you in that action mode from thinking. And this self-hatred, especially this self-hatred, you don't get to hate on yourself like that. You need to learn kindness. You need to talk to you like you're talking to a 2-year-old. You can be your biggest critic, but be critic of what you did, not what you are. I hope this straight talk, no bullshit, no fluff talk helps you, and I have a lot of these coming up, so if that's something that helps, then definitely leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel. Till then, it's time you get to the higher guidelines. Higher nice vibes. And I hope you put these actionable steps into your lifestyle and actually show up for yourself. I'm sure on the other side of it, you will be overcoming your self-hatred. So subscribe and stick around. Bye.